cleared out a league. Like, he did it with the Premiership. He did it with...
Here we go. Considering his third. Well,
Oh, really?
He obviously is in Rafa Benitez.
Oh, no, I wouldn't.
He's just a spac. But he's just a fat Spanish waiter. That's what he is. Fat Spanish waiter. So we've got Harry Redknapp, Stuart Pearce, Gus Hiddink, Mourinho, Hudson, Benitez, Wenger.
Wenger will be interesting because I will put good money on the fact that Wenger will be out of the job soon.
Martin O'Neill, Pardew, that's not a bad one. Allardyce, I don't like the football. Ancelotti, safe at PSG. Gareth Southgate, too inexperienced. You can't go into it managing Middlesbrough and getting like 2 points out of 97 games.
Scroll down a bit more.
I'd like to see Steve Staunton's there.
Right at the bottom. I feel you should go put some money on Steve.
So true. Nigel Clough. Neil Warnock.
I'm sorry, but if Gianfranco Zola was England manager, I would accept...
Jurgen Klinsmann. We get to the final of Germany, and then the training session before, he breaks Rooney's leg.
Ladies and gentlemen, I made this shout, right? And Greeny was a bit confused. But right there on the list, David Beckham is above Alan Kirkcaldy.
I wasn't confused. It wouldn't surprise me in the least if they appointed him. He's obviously not managing a team before at all. He's obviously the wrong choice.
He has trained children for the past 10 years on ITV1.
Marcelo Lippi won the World Cup.
Yeah. Gary Neville.
Ian Holloway, too much trouble again. Gary Neville knows his football. Obviously hasn't managed yet. Mark Hughes.
Can we just request that we have a joint manager system of all the cast of Match of the Day?
That wouldn't be bad, but I just can't stand Alan Hansen.
Could you imagine that? Oh dear. But I think, going back to obviously the main point, I think Redknapp has to be prime suspect.
It's either Harry Redknapp or Titus Bramble, really. I think Titus Bramble's got...
Like this video if you want Emil Heskey to be England manager.
Emil Heskey and Titus Bramble as his assistant coach.
Could you imagine?
And Akin Fenwar as the fitness coach.
Exactly.
If anyone knows what Akin Fenwar is, strength to burn.
Or, to be fair, that awkward moment where the FA, to redeem themselves, make John Terry player manager.
Exactly.
That'd be immense. But yeah, I would genuinely go Redknapp for manager. With Roy Hodgson probably.
I don't think it's fluke that all the bookies think he's favourite.
No,
that's all I'm saying.
It's just prying him away from the Tottenham job. And to be fair,
and it would help us to have Kyle Walker at right back.
Mm-hmm.
The sooner we get rid of Glenn Johnson, the bloody better. Boy can't defend, can he?
Opinions.
Boy can't defend.
To be fair, though, I think one of the problems the FA is going to have here with Redknapp is that over the past few years, the England manager job has brought its own troubles, really. You know, like... And I think Redknapp likes this concept of being a club manager, bringing Tottenham very close to winning the Premiership, but still being a relative... I want to say unknown, but which he is compared to like Arsene Wenger and stuff like that. That he's very low down on the radar.
I think he's only low down. I don't think he's low down on the radar. He's always been known as, you know, the wheeler dealer of football. Like, well, obviously he got in trouble for that, but
yeah,
always buys good players for good money, sells them off. Buys the right players.
He is the...
Let's face it, he didn't buy Andy Carroll for 97.9 million. Did he?
No.
He buys good players.
It's true.
I mean, Van der Vaart 9 million. I mean, or someone, whatever it was.
Modric.
Yeah.
Bale.
Yeah.
How much did he get Bale for?
I can't remember. It was quite a bit, but it was like a young lad from Southampton.
Yeah.
But that's beside the point. Like, but he hasn't won a major trophy. He's won the FA Cup. But you need to be winning like the Premier League.
But I think if we want an English manager, we have to make those sacrifices.
What sacrifices?
We have to sacrifice the fact that perhaps if we want an England manager, they're not going to have amazing accolades.
Oh no, I'm saying he's the right man for the job.
Yeah.
Because.
But think about it, if he was to accept a management offer, maybe not this year, but then in 4 years' time, wins, or 2 years' time, wins the World Cup, everyone's up in arms, you know? Imagine being a manager, never having won anything other than like the FA Cup and stuff like that, and going straight to winning the World Cup, although personally, in my opinion, I reckon Tottenham will edge the Premiership in about a year's time or so.
Do you think?
It depends on Man City's, how big their wallets will be next in the transfer window again this season.
I think Modric will go to United.
You do?
Modric will slide up to United this year.
I reckon they've got
80%.
I reckon given the option they'll buy Snyder.
I reckon they might just go Tottenham, 50 million, Modric. Tottenham to go, fuck.
Yeah, we can't turn that kind of money.
That's 50 million.
Yeah. That is
We could buy 2 good midfielders for that.
That's
Two
a
very
lot
good.
of McDonald's.
Buy like Daniel De Rossi and a good attacking midfielder.
Buy Esteban Granero.
Esteban Granero,
Literally.
future star.
Buy
Marco
him.
Marin, Marco Ruiz, Mario Götze, they're all future stars. And also,
Esteban Granero is not German.
obviously,
He wishes he was German.
Pirate.
Indeed. I think this has sort of run its course. We've basically agreed that Harry Redknapp
Harry Redknapp, definitely.
needs to be.
I think the FA have done the right thing at the moment. Like, let Stuart Pearce deal with it at the moment.
Yeah.
He's capable. He'll pick the right team. He's the assistant manager, I think, anyway. So he knows what's going on.
Yeah. But comment on this video if you have any other opinions.
Yeah.
Or if you want to genuinely give us a reason why Harry Redknapp
Harry Redknapp.
Harry Redknapp
Harry Redknapp
Needs-
is an England manager.
needs to go away and die. Probably not that, but why you reckon
Bit possible.
someone else deserves his job. But the next point, I think we need to talk about Ultimate Team. Really,
I don't know. Let's talk about real football.
you want to talk about real football for a bit longer
Yeah.
before we get onto the.
You pick a topic. I'll talk about until the sun goes down.
I know.
But it's pretty dark outside now, so
Exactly. So talking could be few and far between.
yes. But yeah, you pick a subject and I can.
I think the situation of I'd like to talk about different leagues and the position on top teams, because we had this discussion earlier about Madrid and Barcelona being clearly the predominant forces in Spanish football.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone will be estranged to the fact that, you know, often the leagues go, the team that comes top have 100 and so points, the team that comes second are about 7 points behind them, the team that are third are normally about 30, 40 points behind them.
Bit of a shame.
Yeah. One of my favourite things about British football, really, is the fact that the top 5 tend to be quite a close.
Yeah, they're quite close, but I think when it comes down to it, there's always going to be 2 teams like with 5 games to go. You get that with any league, but I think you're always going to have Chelsea, Man United. It used to be Liverpool or Arsenal, but now it's City.
Yeah, Tottenham.
I think Tottenham will fall away if they
Really?
get if they get a couple of injuries. I don't think they're much cop.
Yeah.
But that's another issue. But yeah, English football is in a good state at the moment, and it's very good to see.
Then you have to argue the fact that is English football in good cop because the English players are getting better, or simply because of us importing better.
I was about to say that actually, we are importing a lot of players, but it's got to be said, the new crop of English youngsters, like we had a little bit of a barren stage, like where Walcott was fucking wonder kid.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think he is anymore. Like, but if you look at it now, who we've gotten come through,
Joe Hart. amazing goalkeeper.
Joe Hart is pretty young, and he's on his way to being world class.
Walker,
Then you've got
like you
Walker,
said.
Jones, Smalling, Cleverley, Chamberlain.
Oxlade-Chamberlain has got to be in 3 to 4 years to come the next World Cup. I think he's going to be.
Let's keep on our feet, but I think he's got a lot more going for him than Walker, Sturridge, Welbeck. They're just off the top of my head. Next World Cup, that will be our team.
Yeah.
Jones will be captain in 6 years, or even less than that. Be Jones, Smalling at centre back.
Bring back Owen Hargreaves. In my
Bring
opinion.
back Owen Hargreaves after he broke his hand writing on the paper to sign for City.
Do you not feel sorry for him?
I love Owen Hargreaves. What a player! He's so unlucky.
Played for 15 teams, appearances.
When he was at Munich, he was an absolute beast.
Didn't he
Do you know?
have a short spell at Madrid?
I don't know. He's actually eligible to play for 17 countries. Honestly, he's in Canada, England, and whatever else.
Ghana.
Weird.
Had a short
Ghana.
spell at Cote d'Ivoire.
Papua New Guinea, Equatorial Guinea,
Faroe Islands.
Botswana.
Oh dear. But yeah, I think we stand a good. Me and Greeny had this discussion. I reckon this is probably going to be a discussion that will run through to the end of the podcast. But with the Euros coming up, I feel that with our team being we have a good progression of young players. We've also got the old players. Now I reckon we're very out of balance. We're crossing the beams at the moment. We all know you do not cross the bloody beams.
Everyone knows you don't cross the valley.
And if we come up against a good squad, I don't care where they're from. I don't care if we come up against a good Denmark squad, I don't care. But I reckon we will get served unless we can bring in a manager.
I don't know. Every tournament, I just say these teams are too good. The other teams are too good. World Cup, we weren't good enough. We didn't have a good enough squad.
No.
I've got a funny feeling we're going to win it.
Do you?
Yeah, I've got a really funny
We're going to
feeling.
pull off a dark horse, you reckon?
I don't think we're a dark horse. I just think we're not at all favourites.
Yeah.
I just think maybe the media will be
So focused
off our
on
back about the football.
Yeah.
I think we might go and do it.
Yeah, just to prove a point.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense. If you imagine the world of football was completely staged, it would make sense. If the world of football was EastEnders,
But why have you brought this up?
we would win it simply because we've been
The
through.
underdogs.
We've had a baby. We've had our house taken away from us
And then set on fire.
and set on fire.
Phil Mitchell's hit me around the head with a spanner.
Literally about to bring up Phil Mitchell.
And then his son Ben has dobbed us in.
But now we're about to win the lottery, basically.
Anyway, yeah.
And find the man of our dreams.
But Paul thinks Spain's going to win because he bums Spain.
I
Bum.
do.
Bums.
I'm not going to deny the fact that I do bum Spain. They are a good team, though.
Bums. Buttery biscuit bums. Spain.
But I think it's good that it's going to be interesting how the teams work this year. See, Greeny is a massive Germany fan. He takes loving German football to a new level.
Definite winners this year. I said I've got a funny feeling about England, but I am actually going down the buckets to put money on Germany.
I wonder what odds you get. Bring up the Euro odds. Let's just have a look and we do have the computer going, so we can check things. Euro odds.
Right, look away and see. You've got to guess who you think are. Right, first.
Spain.
Yes. Second.
Holland.
No.
Germany.
Yes. Third.
Holland.
Yes. Fourth.
England.
Yes. Yes. So, I mean...
Is that it? Is that what they've got?
Well, no, they've got them all.
Oh, okay. Who's
France,
Italy.
Italy, Portugal,
Russia?
and then it's
I think Russia are in with a good